The War of the Oaken Bucket took place in northern Italy in 1325, a time when the region was divided into powerful, independent city-states, each vying for control and dominance. Two of these rivals were the cities of Bologna and Modena, longtime enemies who found themselves on opposite sides of Italy's greatest political divide. Bologna, a wealthy city known for its university, supported the Pope and the Guelph faction, while Modena, its bitter rival, aligned with the Holy Roman Emperor and the Ghibellines. The conflict between these two factions ran deep, and tensions were constantly simmering beneath the surface. But how did a simple bucket spark a war? According to legend, the conflict began when a group of Modenese soldiers snuck into Bologna and stole a wooden bucket from a well in the city's center. This wasn't just any bucket, it was a symbol of pride for Bologna. When the Bolognese realized their prized bucket had been taken, they were furious. And in true medieval fashion, they weren't going to take it lying down. They demanded the bucket be returned. Modena, of course, refused. And so what began as a minor act of theft escalated into full-blown war. In November of 1325, the Bolognese assembled an army of around 30,000 men to march on Modena and reclaim their bucket. The Modenese, though outnumbered, were prepared for a fight. They met Bologna's forces near the small village of Zappolino, and the two sides clashed in what would become one of the largest battles of medieval Italy. The Battle of Zappolino was fierce, but surprisingly short. Despite their larger numbers, the Bolognese were defeated. The Modenese troops not only held their ground, but they also chased the retreating Bolognese forces all the way back to the gates of Bologna. After the battle, the Modenese returned to their city with the stolen bucket still in hand as a symbol of their victory. The bucket was paraded through the streets, and to this day, Modena keeps the famous Oaken Bucket in their city as a trophy of their triumph over Bologna. Yes, the war was over a bucket, but it symbolized something far greater: the power struggle between two mighty city-states and the ongoing conflict between the Guelphs and Ghibellines. And while the Bolognese may have lost the war, the story of this absurd battle has lived on in history. Though the War of the Oaken Bucket may sound like a joke to us today, it's a reminder of how small events can trigger major conflicts in history. What started as a stolen wooden bucket escalated into a battle between thousands, leaving a lasting legacy in the annals of medieval Italy. Today, the people of Modena still celebrate their victory, while Bologna remembers the infamous defeat. The story of the War of the Oaken Bucket lives on in both cities, serving as a quirky yet fascinating chapter in the complex history of medieval Italy. If you enjoyed this strange but true story, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating tales from history. Do you think you'd go to war over a bucket? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.